All right, welcome back. More of the Connor Happer Show here on 1620 The Zone and on 1620thezone.com. Connor Happer, Josh Hodson with you, and we are pleased to be joined in studio by Jeff Jarrett of the AEW. The AEW is in town. Collision is here on Saturday over at the Mid-America Center in Council Bluffs, and this is Josh time now.
Saturday's a great night for fighting. Am I right, Jeff?
Connor, I just want to know. I'm sitting here looking at the screen for those who don't know this. It's the Connor Happer Show.
Yeah.
And you have Jeff Jarrett under my name,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you have, not Josh, producer Josh.
Josh wrote that.
So do I have to call you producer Josh, or can I just call you Josh, or can I call you Slapnuts?
It
What
would
do
be
you
an
think,
honor to be
Slappy?
called Slapnuts.
All right, Slappy, let's get this interview going. The Mid-America Center tomorrow night. We're kicking things off. Josh, are you going to be there?
I am going to be there.
You going to take a guitar shot? Who do you want to get beat up by, other than Connor?
Honestly,
I'd be happy to hit anybody with a guitar.
I don't know who's going to be there, but a guitar shot from El Kabong would.
Look at him.
It would be
He's
a
loving
dream.
it.
It'd be a dream.
He's loving it. He's loving it. We're off to our relationship's getting off on the right foot.
Well, he was asking about, so this is the Connor Happer Show, and you're Connor. He's talking to me. You get top billing on the show, and he's wondering why Josh doesn't get any sort of billing on the
They
show.
throw you no love.
And we have to call him producer Josh.
We already have a Josh. I need to differentiate
That's
myself
true.
from the afternoon Josh.
We have multiple Joshes in the building. That is part of the problem.
We are in Omaha.
Yeah.
Oh, no disrespect. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hey, guys, we've talked a minute and a half, and we hadn't brought up Nebraska football. I'm just letting you in on something.
I know. People
okay?
are tuning away.
What are your
right now.
takes?
Yeah.
Nebraska football. Are they back?
I'm an SEC guy. So if we want to talk about SEC ball,
Many
Big
call
Orange,
Nebraska the Tennessee of the Midwest.
Yeah, they do.
is that a compliment or
It's not.
Let's get into that conversation then. Draw me the analogy. that
Both
we
were
don't
very
win.
successful in the 90s. The great fan bases who long for glory again. A return to the promised land.
I apologize. How's y'all's coaching situation?
It's better now.
Stellar.
Who's the coach?
His name is Matt Rhule.
Oh yeah, okay.
Matt Rhule. He was the coach at Baylor. He was the coach of the Carolina Panthers for a couple of years. Didn't go so well.
Yeah. Okay,
But
all right, so-
he's good. We like him so far.
Josh, can I ask you a personal question?
Please.
Because you will understand this. What's his name? Matt Rhule.
Matt Rhule.
Is Matt Rhule right here today? And I'm talking about not yesterday. And don't project in the future, but today, is Coach Rhule a baby face or a heel?
Oh, he's a babyface, white meat babyface.
Right now.
Yes.
Hey, we got to let you in on Connor.
What are you guys talking about?
That's a good guy. They like him right now, huh?
Oh, yes.
Has he had great recruiting class?
He's got a 5-star quarterback.
He is.
You didn't answer my question.
Oh, wow. Look at this guy.
A great
Is the class. Good?
Class.
Mm-hmm.
College football is all about numbers.
But the
guy
quarterback
knows
is a pretty big deal.
Oh, you think? I'm
They-
new to this football.
We really
talk.
like that guy.
So will he start?
He's going to start this fall. Yeah.
Well, we don't know.
He's
it's a
gonna
competi-
start
It's a
A
competition.
true freshman coming in starting?
Yeah.
True freshman.
Where's he from?
He's from
Texas.
Many places.
He's from many places.
These kids these days.
Originally Hawaii, then Arizona, then Georgia. He was going to go to Georgia. Nebraska
So
got
his
him at the
parents-
last minute.
Did his parents move around? And
His dad played here, Donovan Raiola. He played at Nebraska.
Played for
in
the
early
Lions for like a
2000s.
decade.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So the hopes are on a freshman quarterback. Let's think about that, guys. The state of Nebraska.
When has that ever failed?
Oh, I mean, the odds are great, guys. Are you kidding me? Aren't we supposed to be talking about Collision? AEW Tix, that's TIX.com, or
right.
Ticketmaster for the easy way to go about it. Tomorrow night, doors open at 5 at the Mid-America Center. Show starts at 6, and Josh gets his ass kicked at 7. I mean, Collision starts at 7.
Hell yeah.
Hey, whenever I'm called upon, I'll be happy.
Okay.
Now, gas up your guys a little bit. Who are we going to see tomorrow?
Oh, boy. FDR. I consider them today probably the best tag team in the world. They're going to be taking on Claudio and Wheeler Yuta, Blackpool Combat Club. We've got Timeless Tony Storm. We ought to Google Timeless Tony Storm as we're here.
Google this.
She's going to be taking on Lady Frost. And
Excellent gimmick.
And we have Gimmick. That's her persona.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
I'm sorry, sir.
My gosh.
She
I
is
just wanted to
timeless.
impress Jeff Jarrett.
It's but Orange Cassidy's taking on Kyle O'Reilly. That's going to be, I don't even want to call that a sleeper match. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Last night, those are the matches that were announced. I'm sure there's going to be much more announced. Stay tuned to at AEW on all social media platforms or at Real Jeff Jarrett. I'll retweet the stuff. But big night, Collision scene, not just if you want to be on TV, not just in the United States, but around the globe. Our show is seen in literally all over the globe. So it's a huge night. Pretty proud to be a part of here doing the media day, but we're bringing AEW Collision. We were just in Denver on Wednesday. We head to Des Moines next Wednesday, but our stop on our Saturday night's all right for fighting here at Council Bluffs.
And if you
call it the MAC, is that kind of the local terminology?
Yes. If you can't make it down there, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to make it down there, but if you can't make it down there, then you watch on TNT and you watch Slapnuts get a guitar bashed over his
That's
head.
right.
Sounds good to me.
Josh, we're off and running.
I got stars in my eyes.
We got to sign. Yeah, you'll have them after that for sure. Got to sign the waiver.
Who, throughout the course of your illustrious career, took the best guitar shot?
Ooh. Oh boy, probably have to narrow it down to
that's fine. Multiple names is fine.
Okay, let's start with the fabulous Moolah. I mean,
okay,
a 72-year-old woman taking a nice guitar shot. What could go wrong, right? Right, Connor? I mean, that's it.
I got a lot of things to Google.
Yeah, you did. Well,
you're going to go down a YouTube rabbit hole.
Well, you are going to go after that. Did you watch Different Strokes growing up?
No, too young.
Never heard of it. Yeah, you're a kid. Yeah,
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Gary Coleman.
Yeah.
What you talking about, Willis?
Oh yeah,
he took a nice shot in Buffalo with the Buffalo Bills in attendance.
Gary Coleman.
And then you always got to circle back to probably the most well known, and I like to tell this story that I've got 5 kids, 4 daughters. My youngest daughter came home in middle school a couple of years ago. She's a freshman in college, so date that 4 or 5 years ago, and she's like, "Dad, what is this? what is this? And who is this?" You familiar with the one and only Beetlejuice?
I am on he was a Howard Stern guy.
You're ready to go. Who doesn't know? So Beetlejuice, he ranks right up there in the talk. Producer, hey, producer Josh.
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite guitar shot?
Oh,
do you have one?
On the
Go in that YouTube rabbit hole if need be.
Come on, Slapnuts.
I mean,
as you're thinking about that, you've got to work in Nebraska football because
oh wow.
Has there ever been a Nebraska football related guitar shot?
I have cracked back in the WCW days. I cracked a Cornhusker over the head, a Cornhusker cheerleader. Google that one.
Oh no!
All right, you got to find that, Connor.
Yeah, that's got to go on the stream somewhere.
I have a question in here about your kids. I am told Taylor Swift babysat your children when they were young.
Man, oh man, what do you think about that?
I need to know what that ask is like because she was in the neighborhood or something, and you just asked.
Let me tell you the real story, or let me just dress this one up. I mean, we negotiated about price. I got her down to $3 an hour. A minimum of a 10-hour stretch. It was a late night. No, all kidding aside. We'll call her a family friend. She's from Hendersonville. She's actually from Pennsylvania, but as a young kid, the whole family moved down to Hendersonville. I'm from Hendersonville, bedroom community of Nashville. We became friends of the family. Just a girl, a sweetheart of a girl. And I lost my first wife to breast cancer. And kind of during that time, she bonded with the girls. And so she would come over. And so technically babysitting may be a little stretch, but she spent lots and lots of time with them and would take him over their house. They'd go out on the lake or bake cookies or do what girls do. So
amazing.
I assume you saw what everyone sees in her now.
You know what is kind of fascinating about her is that she played at our house one time, just playing around the family. And it was during the holiday season, and one thing led to another. And 2 friends kind of live in a small community. And by the time she got done, there was probably, 40, 50, 60 people in our house, and she just played for a couple of hours. But no,
the word spreads fast.
Her ability to communicate, whether it's with a 3-year-old, 4-year-old kid or with an adult, even as at that time, she was a teenager. I mean, she's just very articulate. You guys have been around kids, and we were all kids at once. It's hard to look an adult in the eye and
carry on. Who lives with me
to carry on a conversation. She was always mature beyond her years, and obviously her business acumen, she had it at a very young age. Her father is a big part of that. Raised great parents, and so She's got a brother, but both of her parents obviously very influential on both sides. But at the very end of the day, it's talent. If you can craft a hook and a song like that,
she's got that.
Yeah. Does your freshman quarterback have that intangible that you just can't coach, can't teach, just wins championships? You see how I hooked back in there?
Yeah, where on the
I went from Taylor Swift
yeah.
to University of Nebraska football.
Dylan,
we're not going to lose any listeners during this interview.
We're going to get so many clicks.
Remember the name Dylan Raiola. They just you go home with it. You tell all the people in Tennessee. You say Dylan Raiola. I know about this guy. The people in Nebraska were telling me about Dylan Raiola.
For real, you're putting him on that level.
I don't. Yeah. Let's just do it. Let's just say yes.
He seems, from everything we've seen, to have been born and molded to be an NFL quarterback.
We've jumped all the way to the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not even talking about national championships in this new playoff format. We're not even talking about, hey,
Heisman.
You can understand why Jeff would be a little skeptical.
You just went straight to NFL.
I'm just telling
what year is he inducted into the Hall of Fame? Just what year? Are we talking 2050?
Amount of years.
Yeah, so 15.
Okay.
10, so
they'll name the stadium after him before his senior season.
No pressure on the kid. No pressure on the kid. What is our record this year? 2 questions. Do you guys have an offensive line?
Yeah, I think.
Oh my God! He didn't come out with yes. He threw his hands up in the air for folks who are not seeing us on streaming.
This is a point of contention.
You are so full of crap, Connor. You can't even get yes out.
It's a point of contention around here. I maintain yes. I think their offensive line is at the very least good.
Such a teeter-totter yes.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
I need to have a take. Yeah. Hell yeah. They got an offensive line.
Oh well. Okay.
Where's that guitar? I'll smash the guitar over the head of the offensive line.
Did we mention that the crossover is powered by? No, we won't go down that.
Oh, they'd love for you to read that.
It is. Yeah, we can cut it out and use
I'm not going to read it unless I get paid.
That's
pal.
right. That's
you want to get paid? You'll be down at the Mid-America Center tomorrow. AEW at Collision.
Oh, yeah. AEWTix.com. TIX.com.
They don't call you producer Josh for nothing.
I know why you're here. And with respect to why you're here and who you're working with now, allow me one deviance, if you will.
Hey, rapid fire. I'm trying to keep you guys going. I mean, we got to talk Nebraska football.
Did you know that the offensive line coach?
Oh boy,
is
Taylor Swift's uncle? No, I didn't know that.
Even better,
close.
The quarterback's uncle.
Wait, say that again.
The quarterback who we just talked about, who's going to go to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, it's his uncle.
Is what?
He's the offensive line coach.
He's in charge of protecting his nephew, Jeff.
So when he gets busted, sacked on his ass 7 times in the opening game, he gets to go cuss his uncle out?
That's right.
Yeah. That is a great Thanksgiving dinner just waiting to be had this year. They're going to be like 0-8 at that time. Oh, that's going to be great sitting around the table. Thanksgiving, turkey time. Yeah, he's going to be sitting over there, probably a bum elbow, one shoulder bad.
It's like, you did this.
Concussion protocol. Thanks, Uncle.
Way to go.
Where do his parents live? They live here?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. They're around.
I believe
nobody lives in Omaha.
They're quite mobile.
Whoa.
I got to be a heel, Judge.
That's right. What was it? What was it like getting the call that, hey, we're gonna put you in the WWE Hall of Fame? Because came as a shock to me as a fan.
Buddy, it came as a shock to me as an inductee. And there's some video of it. I was kind of dumbfounded. At that time of my life, I'll say is a real low point from a personal point of view. And it was the first Sunday of 2018, and what a way to start the year off. And some folks know my wife. She is a part of the AEW team. She has been by my side for many years. And it was a Sunday morning, and she was getting ready to go to church. I was already ready, and I walked in the bathroom and told her, I said, hey, I just got a phone call. Of course, she's not going to listen. She's worried about we're running late and this and that. Are the kids ready and all this? I said, well, do you want to know who it's from? She's like, yeah. Are you about ready? I said, I'm ready. Just that whole, you can imagine the conversation. Mm-hmm. I said, WWE. She said, oh, really? What they have to say? I said, they want to induct me into the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
And I kind of walked out, and she's just like, what? Anyway,
you slow played it.
It did. It was, but I mean, I'm very grateful. It's an honor. And my grandmother got into the business in 1946. She didn't wrestle, but she did everything but wrestle. We would call her, she worked her way up to what you'd call a CFO today. My dad wrestled and promoted. So I'm a third generation. So when I really looked at it, and I said it that night on stage as part of my speech, I feel that, not only did I go in, but my dad played such a monster role on it. He was there that night watching it. And my grandmother, obviously she's passed away, but she was a part of it in so many ways. So it was I'll call it a real cool family moment.
It seems in professional wrestling that there's all those grassroots stories. There's there's so many of them. Got into this, and we're talking about third and fourth generation.
Well, when
I've picked up on some things.
Well, that's amazing. But no, when you kind of look at it, you're just talking about your quarterback that's going in the NFL Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You just said his uncle and his father.
Yep.
Okay, he's second generation. It's truly one of those things. Bankers' kids become bankers. Lawyers' kids become lawyers. It's in our kind of wacky world of professional wrestling. It's one of those things that, in the 60s and 70s, it was a regional kind of business. And now that it's truly a global business, those things are so much more aware. And you see second and third and, even fourth generation. So it's pretty cool to kind of see that. And it's one of the things that again, I'm one of 5 kids. So I'm the only one in the business. But when I grew up, I was always mesmerized. Like, Dad, who'd you say's coming over? Son, I told you to go outside. You've got this chore and this chore. And I'm like, yeah, but no, go do it. And then as soon as somebody pulled in the driveway, I conveniently, mower's out of gas. I'd walk in, hey, what's going on? But I was always enthralled by it, mesmerized by it. And I think that's part of the reason why we see now the second, third, and fourth generation.
And you very briefly played your dad in the Iron Claw.
I did not play him.
You did?
No. He was just plow. But he played that, and that was. Did you see it, Pete?
I did.
Would you, Pete? Josh?
You can call me anything you want.
I saw it. I didn't see any movies.
What did you think about it?
I thought it was very good.
Okay.
Really? I went in totally blind because as we've established on this interview, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know.
True. So and also you don't know wrestling.
I don't know wrestling. I don't know football. I don't know many songs people have accused me of. Yeah. So,
guitar shots.
I liked it. I liked the movie. It was very sad.
Dark.
Obviously.
Really dark. Yeah. And look, as you just said, my dad was a part of that movie and the end of it. So I lived a lot of it and witnessed a lot of it. And it was disturbing. I watched it on a plane not long ago, less than 3 weeks ago. And I told Karen when I landed, she's like, whatever. And I just said, I finally watched the movie. What'd you think? And I said, super dark. And I get it. It's Hollywood. It wasn't completely accurate. That's cool and all that. But it was disturbing. A really, really, to me, such a tragic story. And at the very core of it, it's addiction, for the boys, no matter how you slice it and dice it, died of addiction.
Star Wars Fiend here on the YouTube chat is requesting some old school WWF talk, Josh. If I could, I
wanted to talk AEW.
Oh, you're talking AEW. I don't know.
Did you say AEW Tix.com?
Have you heard about this? Yes.
Many are going there to get their tickets. Why haven't you gone yet?
Exactly. It's a great question.
Fire away. I'm an open book. Whatever you want to talk about.
Okay.
Oh, he's stumbled. Look at this.
I'm going to go a different way. Tell us how good the current AEW champion
there we go.
Swerve Strickland is. I think he's special.
Buddy, you hit the nail on the head. He's got a very unique talent, and when you kind of see, you will be able to relate to this. When you combine an in-ring talent, and I'll just say the presentation with Prince Nana and the music and the hook of the song and the match that he had against Hangman, it was in the Forum out in LA in November, was really, really a show stealer in so many ways. He's on a roll right now. And I think a lot of people on the one hand will say, oh, it's a long time coming. And then the other hand, they're like, man, he's really, really good. But I think in a lot of ways, I'd love to hear your feedback on this, pal, is the AEW roster. When you really look at it, it's really never been, to me, a roster like this ever in the history. We're going into Forbidden Door, and that's where CMLL, it's a Mexican promotion, New Japan Pro Wrestling, obviously Japanese promotion, and AEW. It's 3 promotions kind of combining for a big super show. But when you look at our roster, we have luchadors, we have Japanese, we have the best British wrestler, maybe of all time, great Americans, Canadians. Our roster from top to bottom, we have legends, we have rookies, and everything in between. It really is the combination, to me, to give it a little sports talk, of a championship team, because our 8-hitter can hit. That we don't have any holes in our. We got offense, we got defense, and we got special
You got
teams.
special teams too. That's been
Do
a problem.
you have an O-line, though?
We've got my uncle, who actually no.
So you're going there.
Well, now, Connor, not a wrestling guy, but he's a baseball guy.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
You have
Vandy. Vandy has
Vandy's
won a
your
few
team.
championships.
Vanderbilt, the Whistler.
Who's that?
There's a guy who supports Vanderbilt baseball.
Oh, that comes out here.
He comes out here every time they're here, and he just whistles really loudly.
Very annoying, I bet.
Incredibly.
You kind of like, this
Yeah.
guy's from Tennessee. Let's
And
punch
that's
him
what
out.
everybody knows about about Vanderbilt fans. They have the Vandy Whistler.
So let me ask you, being that I'm not a per se, I love baseball. I'm part ownership in a Woodbat League
That's where I was going.
prospect team in Springfield, Illinois. Look,
Okay.
look, man!
All right.
I just
Yeah.
finally connected with
And
Connor.
I had to get my
Yes.
guy Connor engaged in this.
Thank you.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you.
So, but I'm more on the marketing and promotion side.
Okay.
Imagine that. But how's our Vols going to do this year?
They're the number one seed. They're the number
he
one
is
seed.
just a plethora of information.
Well,
I'm asking his opinion. He goes, "Well, they're the number one seed." No, how are they going to do, my man?
Well, they have what it takes. It's
They're
just
playing Evansville this weekend. It would be a massive disappointment if they don't win.
But let me say this: they have broken through before and gotten to the College World Series. They've been the best team in the country before, and haven't found out a way to really win the big one.
I mean, they just pulled in Nebraska over and over, right?
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying? Will you go to the World Series?
We will be very much at the World Series.
Do you
Yes.
broadcast the show from
Yes.
We do. Yeah.
The-
there? Do you get thrown out when you get rowdy?
We are entrusted with broadcast, like literally broadcasting the College World Series.
it
around,
emanates
around the country.
worldwide from
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Get out of here.
This room.
Yeah.
This room.
Well, one of those rooms.
I love it.
Yeah. This building.
If you don't work in wrestling talk in at least 50% of the games,
Oh.
I'm going to be so disappointed
Well,
in you.
There you go.
Our play-by-play man, who's also our afternoon host, John Bishop,
Mhm.
is a giant wrestling.
Oh, here we go.
He's a big honky tonk man guy.
Well,
That's
good.
his guy.
He'll take a good ass whipping from the last outlaw just as easy as you will, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You might cross paths with him on the way out. I don't know. He
We'll
might,
bring it
might be
on.
getting here
Yeah.
soon.
Get
I
him
imagine
done.
there's a couple people who heard you're in the building and will be
Interested?
So the World
meandering
Series
outside.
is from here.
Yeah.
I mean, this room. Wow.
Starts a week from today.
Go Vols.
Go
Good old
Vols.
Rocky Top. Can you sing?
no, not a lick.
Then sing Rocky Top for us.
Always be
Oh, there we go.
to
There we
be.
go.
Oh, Rocky Top. Woo! Rocky Top, Tennessee.
There we go, Connor.
I'm in.
You're in, pal.
This has been great. Thank you for
Yes.
stopping by. Please tell people again. AEW
Tomorrow
AEW.
night. Collision.
Collision.
Doors open at 5, Mid-America Center. Show starts at 6. Collision goes around the globe at 7 o'clock. You can get your tickets right now at the box office, Ticketmaster.com, or
Don't wait.
AEW Tix, TIX.com.
Also, Josh has a new nickname.
Slap nuts.
That's right. I am slap nuts.
I like it.
This
man.
is great. I love it.
You look great today, pal.
Jeff,
You-
Oh,
Thank you so much for
I
stopping
enjoyed
by.
it, guys. Really did.
This is fantastic.
Can I ask you to do one thing?
Please.
Just say go Vols.
Sure. I can say go Vols. Go Vols.
There we go.
Can you say go Big Red?
So, AEW Tix. Go Big Red.
There we go.
got
There we
him.
go. All right. That is Jeff Jarrett. Once again, AEW Collision tomorrow at 7 o'clock at the MAC in Council Bluffs. We'll be back after this on 1620 The Zone.